Alright, hello. I'm going to solve the April 25th genuinely approachable pencil puzzle from the Cracking the Cryptic Discord, because someone on there wanted to see a fully logical solve and I thought it'd be fun to try to record something. So this is an arrow flow puzzle by Walker, and the rules in the Discord are as follows. Place arrows pointing in 4 directions in each empty cell. The same arrows cannot be placed in adjacent cells, starting with any cell starting with any cell with an arrow, following the arrows from cell to cell, a cell with a number can be reached. A cell with a number indicates a total number of arrows that leads to this cell. It comes with an interface node, while not necessary for the answer check, drawing borders between completed arrow regions is very useful. So I've set up the PenPal Lite mode with edge enabled and composite enabled, and composite is the default that it comes with, where you can draw arrows, and now I can just switch between edge and composite mode. So that's going to be very useful. So I have solved this problem earlier this day. This is a resolve just to walk through the logic and explain how I'm doing things. It's paused for no good reason. The timing is not going to be anything speedy or something. So let's see what the puzzle looks like. Alright, so from the rules we know that every arrow leads to a number eventually. And this means that an arrow never points back. So if this arrow goes like this, the next arrow doesn't go there. This is not going to lead to any kind of number ever. Okay, we also know that 2 of the same arrows cannot be adjacent. So if we have this arrow, we cannot go straight ahead. These 2 arrows are the same direction, cannot be adjacent. Let's see, so this actually means that if you have an arrow, the next cell, the path must turn either this way or that way. And then from here it can turn that way or that way. And this makes another cycle. We can't have those. So it should point up, should point there. But that's just an example. We'll see how it goes. For the edge drawing, we're going to divide the grid into regions, and every region has one number, and all the arrows that at some point lead to that number. And the size of the region is going to be the amount of the number plus 1, because it has the number itself, like this number 3, and then 3 cells with an arrow in them. These cells with arrows in them that will lead to this number 3. So we can just have a quick count. We have a 8x8 puzzle, that's 64. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so that's 52. We have 4, that's 5. Plus 4 is 9. Plus 2, I keep adding 1. It's 11. Plus 7 is 18. Plus 5 is 23. Plus 15 is 38. Plus 3 is 41. Plus 4 is 45. Plus 2 is 47. Plus 5 is 52. That's exactly what we ended up with. So, let's get going. First of all, there's apparently 4 arrows that must lead to this 4. There's only 1 cell that can point to it. There we go, that's 1 arrow. There's 3 more arrows that must point into this 4, so there's only way to go through this one. That's the only way. Okay, similar with this 3, there's only 1 cell that points into it. Let's go. Now you might say this cell here can point into that. There's 2 ways, but no, these are 2 of the same arrows being adjacent. We can't have that. The only cell that can point into this arrow is this one, and the only cell that can point into this arrow is this one. And now we have 3 arrows pointing into the 3, so we can finish off this region. The same thing goes here. There's there's only 1 arrow that can point into this arrow, only 1 direction. There we go. And this needs 1 more. Cannot be this one. It has to be this. And we have finished this region. This cell must point not to a region wall. And again, it cannot go straight, so it must turn away. And this 14, only one cell now leads into it. There we go. Next up, this 4 and this 14, separate regions. This 4 seems doable. So only one cell points into that, only one cell points into that, only one cell points into that, and only one cell points into that. So this seems to be all forced. This cell has only one possible direction. This 1 has to be this cell. This 3 has to be this cell, this cell, this cell. This 2 has only one possible direction. The 2 still needs one extra cell. One extra arrow. There we go. Now this 4 has 4 arrows. So let's see. This one must point that way. This one must turn. This one cannot point in that direction because these two will be the same arrows. So there we go. Now this one cannot point directly into the 4 because these will be the same 2 arrows. So it points to the left. Alrighties. Now let's continue with the 14. There's only one way to point into this cluster of, we have 5 arrows, so there's still 9 left to go. And that's here. Remember, we can't point into this region like that, because these 2 arrows have the same direction. Now, this cell can point into the 1, could point into the 14. We don't know that, but we do know that it's not enough to fill up the entire 14 region. We need this guy, we need this one. There's only one reason to point into this, only one way to point into this, only one way to point into this. How many have we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12, 13, 14. This is the minimum required in this area. But now we're encroaching on the 6 territory. There's only one way to get into the 6. There's still only one way to get into the 6. And this 14 region is closed off on this side. So we have 1, 2, 3, still 13. Let's see, 6, 7. So that must be our 14. Places is 1. Only one way to escape, one way to escape. We cannot go straight ahead because we can't. We'll have these two are adjacent and the same. These two are adjacent and the same. We must turn like that, and we have now finished this puzzle in about 6 minutes. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope the logic has been clear, and if not, there's the comment section. See ya.